Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming another plan with me. This plan with me is for the week of Valentine's Day. So it was the 14th to the 20th this week. So I chose to use a kit from Pink Diamond Planner Co. She's one of my favorite shops. I really like her mini kits. They seem to work really good for my planning style. They have plenty of boxes for me. So yeah, I really like her mini kits. And I think they're her new format are the ones that have the glitter headers in the mini kit, which is my most favorite because that's mainly the reason that mini kits won't work for me is that they don't have the glitter headers and then you have to find your own. And I don't really have any like extra glitter headers. Plus it's kind of hard to match glitter headers to a kit. So anyways, this is a Pink Diamond Planner Co. kit, mini kit, and this is in, I think it's called Belle, which is like the Beauty and the Beast kit. So, I thought it was really cute, for Valentine's Day, because I didn't really have any super good Valentine's Day kits, and by the time I was looking to order some, it would have come in too late. So I figured that this would be kind of a good, like, alternative, like, not actually Valentine's Day, but, like, definitely Valentine's Day vibes, like, very pink, girly. I don't know. I thought it worked well. And then I ended up pairing it with the Caress Press foil bundle. I think it was the mini foil bundle, so it didn't have the, like, bougie boxes. So, yeah, I think the rose gold actually ended up so cute with this kit. I really, really liked how it turned out. And, yeah, so I think everything about this ended up being really cute. I like the colors, as you can kind of see in the glitter headers, and you'll be able to see more as kind of the video goes on. I really liked her choice of glitter headers for this kit. I just think they were really cute. I really like the, like, bluish silvery color. I don't know. I think those, like, tied in well with the pinks, which also made it not so, like, pink looking. And, like, next year I do think I will actually use, like, a real Valentine's Day kit, but by the time I kind of got into planning this year, the Valentine's Day kits were kind of already out, so I didn't really get any of those, but I think next year I will definitely try and get an actual Valentine's Day kit. So yeah, if you've not seen my plan with me's before, this is me I don't have a ruler, so I've been using this pad of paper, and this is just me marking lines of where headers should be because I don't have any bougie boxes or underlays, and I don't have, like, marks in my actual planner. Like, it's all just one empty box. So I just mark where the little headers are supposed to go. And actually right here, you're going to see me mess this up because I put the glitter headers on top of the line and they should have gone underneath the line, but what are you going to do? So anyways, yeah, here, there, I'm fixing it, yeah. But that's kind of the best way I've found to use these, what are they called? The planner sheets? What are they called? Oh my god, I can't think what they're called. But anyways, that's the best way I found to use these without the lines, is just make my own, because without those lines, things get a little wonky and a little crooked. But yeah, I really loved the bell from this kit that I'm putting down right there. She's super pretty. Yeah, I thought they were super cute, and I really liked that there was a guy in the fashion people. That doesn't really happen a lot in kits. I mean, I know he's supposed to represent, like, the beast, but I really like that there was a guy because that doesn't happen super often, and I think I like his little outfit. So yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty sure there's not too much to talk about this week. It was kind of eventful, which you'll see, of course, in the day by day, but I mean, mainly it was just Valentine's Day, and I was sick, like, very, very, very sick, so we didn't do anything. It was also mine and Josh's 1-year anniversary of getting engaged. However, we didn't do anything because I was sick, and he ended up with a hurt back, which, like I said, you'll hear more about in the day by day, but yeah, I was so sick. If you saw my last plan with me, you could see that I had the stomach flu, and I was still sick this week. So we didn't do anything. We ended up kind of celebrating a little bit at, like, the following week, but life is so busy for us right now. I'm in school. He works full-time. Actually, he works more than full-time. He works Monday through Saturday. So we're both just very busy. So there wasn't really much time, but I think we did go like out to dinner or something coming up in the next few weeks following Valentine's Day. But yeah, so you can see me just adding in the rest of the glitter headers and putting in all the full boxes. This kit ended up taking me a little bit longer than most of the other ones do. I'm honestly not sure why. I think it was because I used the full foil bundle, so I had to do like the overlays of all of the headers and the overlays on all the boxes and things like that. That's the only thing I can really think of, but I'm not really sure. So anyways, working on the sidebar, I struggled like I always do, picking what box I wanted to go on the top of the sidebar, but I ended up with the like classic rose in the glass because I feel like that's definitely like telltale that this is a Beauty and the Beast kit. Because like I said, it's kind of like a more realistic Beauty and the Beast kind of idea. Like the outfits that the people are wearing are much more like historical, I guess you could say. So yeah, I wanted to kind of highlight that this was a Beauty and the Beast kit. So I put that classic, iconic, like, rose there. And then at the bottom, you can see I just used the extra box from the washi sheet. I really wish I had some Beauty and the Beast overlay quotes from, like, Plannahanna or something. I know Plannahanna has some, but I just didn't order any in time. So I ended up not using that, but I put some deco on top of that box. So you'll see that in a second. And then I just used a half box, which I put like a little Valentine's Day sticker in. I don't remember where I show you that, but I think it's in the day by day actually that I show you putting in that. And then the heart checklist, which I still don't know what I really want to do with. I kind of go back and forth if I want to like plan my meals there. I don't really know. I'll probably figure it out when I fill out my planner. Sometimes I just leave it blank as kind of like a space filler. I don't know. There's been times I've decorated it with deco too, but sometimes I feel like that's too much, so I don't really know. I also, so I tried something new, which you'll see kind of later on, but I put all of my deco on the bottom washi rather than putting it on the top, which I know most people put the deco on the top. But sometimes I feel like it gets really crowded, especially when you use the date covers. So I know some people just decide not to use the date covers, but I don't know. I feel like the date covers really just make the kit feel finished. So I really like to use those. So I ended up putting all the deco on the bottom, and I think it worked out fine. So you'll see here, I kind of do the trick that I've been doing a lot lately, which is where I just put the bottom washi overlay just on the top half of the thicker bottom washi because I don't cut the washi, honestly, just because I don't have anything to cut it with, nor do I have the patience to cut it. So I just kind of take the overlay and put it on top of the top half of the thick washi and then call it a day. And so on the bottom half of the thicker washi, there's nothing. It's just the overlay with, I used the bows on this one, which you'll see later. And then there's nothing on the bottom half, so I just fill it with washi. And honestly, I think it turned out fine. I think it turned out super cute. So, this was also my first time using header overlays that I didn't have to cut. So I don't know if you saw, I think it was my first plan with me. That's the only time I used them, but I have the Caress Press washi that's like the size of the header overlay. I guess it was like a misfit or something like that. And so I've used that before as the header overlay. So this was my first time using a kit that came with like the pre-cut header overlay. Much faster, I do have to say, because you don't have to cut anything for sure. And if you're confused, go look at my first plan with me that I ever did. I think it was the Harry Potter one, where I used the like washi type header overlays. It just takes me a little bit longer because you got to cut everything, and it's not as like clean looking because sometimes if you cut it a little too long, you can definitely tell. So I mean, it works. I still really like it. I actually ended up buying a whole, because it came in like a set of 5. I ended up buying a whole other set of it because it went on sale for like $3 for 5 rolls because it comes with all 5 of the core foils. And I'm like, how could you pass that up when literally these foil kits are like so expensive, like $3, and you can reuse the washi rolls multiple times just to add a little bit of foil into your kits. So I ended up rebuying them. So yeah, you can see this is what I was talking about with the bottom washi. I just layer it on top. I don't cut any of the washi, and it ends up looking really good. I think, in my opinion, it looked great. And like I said, I really, really liked the rose gold. I'm glad I went with that. I think it really makes it feel more of a, like, Valentine's Day kit rather than just, like, a Beauty and the Beast style, like, everyday kit. Because, like I said, I wanted this to sort of give Valentine's Day vibes, but it still be, you know, not fully a Valentine's Day kit. So, anyways, yeah, we're just putting in the date dots or I don't even know, the date numbers or whatever. I don't know, I just really, really, really love the rose gold. I kind of wish these were bigger though, the little date numbers, which I get, it has to fit on the sheet, so not complaining there any, but I liked the Plannahanna ones I've been using. I don't remember what font I got them in, but I used them in last week, so if you want to go see them, you can look at my last week plan with me. I liked the size of those. I mean, these are fine. You can definitely see them. They're not, like, too small, but I did like the size of the bigger ones a little bit better. This was also my first time using, what are these, like, the whole covers? The whole binder hole? I don't know, whatever. Hole protectors? Is that it? Couldn't tell you guys. But this was my first time using these. Honestly, I thought they ended up making it, like, I get, like, their purpose is to, like, reinforce the holes, but I honestly think it made it really cute to have just that, like, extra touch on the side, because normally I don't really have anything going on the sides. Do I think it's really going to matter in the end? Absolutely not. These were kind of a pain in the butt to put on, too, because you had to, like, get the sticker to, like, the center of the sticker to come out. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you had to pull out the center of the sticker because it was just, like, perforated, and so that was kind of a little bit obnoxious. It kind of took me a while, but in the end I thought it was cute. And I mean, I'm not going to do it for every kit. I don't really use a foil bundle every kit. This is, like I said, the first time I'm using a, like, clear foil bundle rather than the matte ones that Scribble Prints Co had. So it's not like I've used these or will be using them very often, but I think it was a cute touch for this kit at least. And then this was also my first time using a full set of overlays, which honestly I really was in love with. You can see I realized my mistake here, but I accidentally put the weekend banner before I put the overlay on the double box scene, so I just didn't add it because I kind of thought it was going to make the overlay, like, bubbly, if you know what I mean, because there was another sticker on top of the actual full boxes. So I just ended up saving it. I'm sure I'll use it in a different kit sometime soon. It was a little frustrating that I have to hang on to that sheet of paper instead of throwing it away, but I will survive. But yeah, I wasn't thinking when I put the weekend banner down. Honestly, most of the time it's because I put the weekend banner kind of on the bottom washi, but I really didn't want to cover up the little bows, and then I knew I wanted to do a lot of the deco on the bottom, so that was why I just ended up putting it on the full box, which is fine. I just wish I would have done it after I did the underlay, or the overlays on the boxes. So yeah, here you can see me decorating with the deco a little bit. So on that little just kind of full box that matches the washi. And then I used some of the little deco pieces to just kind of fill in the blank space on that sheet, or on that full box. And then yeah, here's me just getting into the washi. Getting into the deco, my gosh. I really loved this deco. I think it was the perfect amount for this bottom washi too. I mean, some people might think it was a little bit cluttered, but I really liked how it ended up turning out. I don't know, I kind of like the cluttery deco look. Does that make any sense to anybody? I don't know. But yeah, I liked how it was, like, kind of cluttery with the deco on the bottom, but then the top stayed clean. Because beforehand I had been doing, like, some of the deco on the bottom, some of the deco on the top, just kind of putting it where I can make it fit. But then that just kind of makes the whole page look cluttery. Whereas with this, it's just the bottom, you can tell, is definitely deco. and then the top stays clean with just the dates and the date overlays, or the date covers. What are those called? Date covers, I think. So yeah, and I think this bottom washi was super cute too. For some reason there was 2 of the roses in the like glass jars. I wasn't sure why, but I ended up just putting one on one page and one on the other, and you can't really tell unless you're like actually paying attention. But yeah, and I really like the how they kind of put in like Chip and Miss Potts. You can kind of see right now actually not anymore, but the full box where there's like the little teacup with the chip in it. I just think it was super cute how they did that in this kit. And I just like how it's like a realistic take on Beauty and the Beast. I really think this art is so beautiful. It's one of my favorites, honestly. So anyways, that's the whole kit. I think it's really cute, and now we can get on to the full day-by-day plan with me. Hi guys. Alrighty, so now we are moving on to the day-by-day. I really like how this spread came out. I know it's not super Valentine's Day-like, but I still think it came out super cute. And I don't know, I just like this kit. So, anyways, actually, let me move this here. So moving on to the sidebar, I just wanted to add this cute little Once More with Love character that I got from a freebie and put him in the sidebar. Just because I thought it was cute. So the first thing I'm marking for March the 14th is going to be Valentine's Day. So this little Winston is from Nightingale Paper Co, and I think he's super cute. It's from the little holiday kit, or the holiday sheet of Winstons. And then this Valentine's Day script is from Scribble Prints Co, and I actually got that in her grab bags, one of her grab bags. So then the next thing I wanted to mark was that I was still sick. So if you saw my last plan with me, I had been fighting a stomach bug of some sort. So I was definitely still sick this day. So kind of put that in there. And then also this day, I ended up having to take my fiance Josh to the ER because he did something to his back. Honestly, I don't know what he did. All of a sudden, he was like getting dressed and then he was on the ground. So he ended up just pulling something, but we weren't sure. So he ended up going to the ER this day. Oh, by the way, this guy is from Once More with Love, and then this is from Plannahanna, the little stethoscope. So yeah, I was still very violently ill, and I had to take him to the doctor. So that was great. It ended up being okay. Thankfully, it was like I was starting to feel a little bit better, but not really. So anyways, next, after we got out of the ER, we were starving, especially because I hadn't eaten days, and I was finally getting my appetite back that day. So we were both really hungry, but I didn't want anything like super heavy because I literally had not ate anything in quite a few days, and also I was kind of nervous to eat, not gonna lie. You know, just stomach flu things. This is never gonna be straight. I literally made it crooked like 5 different times. I'm trying one more time, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, that's as good as it's getting. So anyways, we ended up getting Subway, and this little Winston is so cute. It says, "Take my money," because that's literally how hungry we were. We were like, I don't even care. Someone just needs to take my money so we can eat some food. Because by the time we got out of the ER, it was like at least 2 o'clock. So then I don't have a Subway script, but I do have this takeout script, which doesn't even fit on there. But at this point, I don't even care. So then after we got Subway, we took it home, obviously, because we were both dying. He was in pain, and I just wanted to go home. I was feeling better, like I said, but was not fully back to normal. So we just had a lazy night. This little Winston is from Nightingale Paper Co. Doesn't really match. Honestly, I don't care. Lazy night script is from Plannahanna. It's gonna have to just, yeah, whatever. And then the last thing was, if you saw my last plan with me, my friend was thinking she was probably gonna get engaged this day, and she did get engaged. So that was super fun. I got a FaceTime from her, and she told me she was engaged, and me and my fiance, it was our 1-year anniversary, which I didn't even mark down, but it was our 1-year engagement anniversary. Just now realizing that I'm not marking down that, but yeah, we didn't do anything. We were at the hospital for our 1-year engagement anniversary, but it was fun that my friend got engaged too that day. So yeah, whatever. Honestly, I just think it's funny at this point. So anyways, Tuesday. So Tuesday I was starting to feel a little bit better, so I wanted to mark that. And this little Winston was, this little like medicine Winston was from Nightingale Paper Co. I was kind of like I didn't have very many like stickers to use. I just bought a ton more icon stickers because I just needed more. So I didn't really have a lot of options, but that worked enough for me to be able to mark that. So then the next thing was that I ended up getting a day off. Actually, I want to move this down a little bit because I don't have too many things to mark for today, or this day. So we'll move that down just so it's a little more even. So the next thing I was gonna mark was that me and Josh both stayed home this day because he was still recovering from whatever the crap he did to his back, and I still was ill with the stomach bug. I could eat little bits at a time, but nothing huge, and only something sounded good to me. So anyways, this is from Plannahanna. The script is from the foil bundle I used from Crest Press. So then the next thing was that we just relaxed all day, which is going to be a huge trend for this plan with me because literally all we did was sit around because we were so sick the entire week. So this little sticker is of a bed from the actual kit from PinkDiamondPlannerCo. And the relax script that I'm using for the second time already this week is from Plannahanna. So then the next thing to mark was that I did my taxes this day because I was home, so why not? Might as well. And the little icon is from Once More with Love, and I think it's super cute. It's like the little money guy, or guy holding money. And the last thing I did this day was cancel my venue because I don't know if you've seen my last couple plan with me's. I booked a venue because I just picked one because I was stressed and with school and everything that I had going on in my life, and ended up hating it because I rushed into it. And so we canceled it this day. So there was that. And this is an icon from Plannahanna. So then moving on to Wednesday, I finally went back to work, which was good, kind of. I mean, it was hard to go back for sure. I'd been off for quite a few days, but it was time. I had finally been gone long enough. I still like didn't feel 100%, but I felt as good as I could. Marking that with a paw print from Plannahanna. If you've not seen my plan with me's before, I work at a doggy daycare, and the work script is from the kit itself. So then the next thing to mark is that, oh yeah, okay. Sorry, just trying to make sure everything will fit. Ah, no, I put that on the wrong side. Okay. These square boxes always confuse me so much. Okay, so then the next thing was that I got home and cleaned a little bit because I had been sick for so long that the house got disgusting, and because Josh was also sick. Well, he was hurt, no one was cleaning and it became a pigsty. So, cleaning day. That script is from the kit itself, or I'm sorry, the foil bundle. And then the Winston is Nightingale Paper Co. Then the next thing I marked after I cleaned, I relaxed. Again, what's new? I told you that was gonna happen a lot because that was very crooked. Whatever, it's still a little crooked, but I don't even care. Because yeah, we were still recovering, even though I went back to my life. This little foil icon is from the foil bundle. It's a little TV to relax. And then the relax script, which I'm now using for a third time this week, Plannahanna. Then I made chocolate chip bread, which is literally chocolate chip muffin mix, but in a loaf form, because I hate pouring mix into muffin tins. So anyways, I didn't really have any way to mark that, so I just used that little like alarm clock to mark like when the time is done. I don't know, whatever. It's from the foil bundle. And then I marked that I was exhausted because I hadn't been to work in forever, and I finally went back this day, so I was beyond exhausted. And then I came home and cleaned and like kind of overdid it after literally not being able to move for so long, so oh well. Okay, so let me zoom out so you can kind of see all of this. I think it's turning out so cute. I love the rose gold. I think that's so cute. Literally obsessed with that. So anyways, moving right along to the next sheet. Zoom you back in. There we go. So on Thursday, the first thing I did was go back to my internship. So I hadn't been to my internship since the last Thursday, and so it was time to go back there as well. This little computer is from the foil bundle. Let's see. I also wanted to mark that there was a huge snow and ice storm happening that day. It literally was so bad, like, and we were watching it all day because we knew it was coming. And so when I drove out to my internship, there was literally barely anything. This, by the way, is from some random sheet I have saved, so I don't even know what this is from, but I thought it kind of looked like a snowflake. So, but yeah, we were watching it all day and stressing about it because we knew it was coming. And so anyways, we ended up leaving my internship early because it was terrifying. Even like all of the members that come to the clubhouse, my internship, by the way, is a social work internship at a clubhouse, which if you've never heard of a clubhouse before, Google Clubhouse International. That'll take you to the clubhouse page and it will kind of explain that a little bit more. But anyways, we had all the clients, which we call members, go home early because we drive them all in on vans, and so it was getting too dangerous and we didn't want to have the liability of having the vans go out when the roads were really bad. So we sent them home early so we could just avoid that altogether. So anyways, I thought this little icon from the kit itself was cute because it's like a guy running, and that's kind of how we all felt, because we were like, even the staff was like trying to get out of there as fast as possible because the roads were so bad. And it took me forever to get home. So that was actually the next thing I was gonna mark, was that it was a terrifying drive home. It literally took me double, almost triple the amount of time it normally takes me to get home. This little home icon is from the same sheet that I got the other one from that I was showing you. So yeah, it took me forever and it was so terrifying to drive home in that weather. But I made it, I lived. And then I came home and I literally did nothing because I still did not feel good. I still kind of felt sick. So this little, oh my god, this bunny is so cute. It is from, I'm gonna butcher this, Linear Designs? Linear, I think it is, Designs. And so it's a little bunny on a computer, because that's what I did. I watched YouTube videos and relax. Now I have used this, I don't even know how many times. At this point, are we even keeping track? So, on Friday, I woke up early, which is strange, probably because I had been sleeping in so much this past week, just due to being sick, because Fridays I normally tend to sleep in actually, but I did not this day. This little bed icon from Plannahanna. I then went to work after I had spent all that time relaxing. So the little paw print is the same one I used from Plannahanna, or the same one I've been using. And the work script is from the foil bundle, the rose gold one. And then I came home and I guess this day at work was just crazy. I think this was the day we ended up getting a chicken in at my doggy daycare, like an actual live chicken. They brought him in, or her in, because they found her outside wandering in the cold at a park. And so no one else could take the chicken, so I guess my doggy daycare did. So we took care of this chicken. Obviously it did not go into daycare with the other dogs, but we put it in a little holding cell and that was it. So anyways, it was a crazy day at work, beyond crazy. So I was marking this with like a little wine glass, not because I was drinking at work, but because that's what I did when I got home. And the last thing I was gonna mark was that we came home and had leftovers for dinner, which I don't normally mark, so I'm not sure why I did this time, but oh well. So anyways, this is a little icon from the actual kit, and I made it so very crooked, so let's try and fix that. There we go. That feels a little better, sort of. Sure. Okay, moving on to the weekend. So the first thing I did on the 19th was wake up early, which I don't normally do on the weekends, because who does? And I'm marking it waking up early with another one of these little bunnies that I got in a freebie from, I think it's Linner Designs. And it's got a little coffee cup that says I love to plan. So I thought that was cute to mark waking up early. And then I went to my friend's house that day. Move this up just a little bit because I kind of have a lot to mark this day. So I went to my friend's house this day, and I didn't really have any way to mark being with my friends. I think I said that in my last plan with me. So I just used this little heart from the kit itself, especially because it fit good on the little thing. That's crooked. I can't with myself lately, guys. Like, why are these always crooked? And it's always the little things. So anyways, continuing on. Me and that my friend ended up getting coffee. This was the friend that also got engaged on the 14th, so I was super excited to see her. So yeah, we got coffee, and then we went to go look at a wedding venue because I had just canceled my last one and she was freshly engaged. So we made an appointment to go look at a wedding venue, and it was beautiful, but it was crazy expensive. So I don't know, but I'm using that same little Plannahanna icon. And then after we went and saw that wedding venue, we went back to her house, so I could see her baby that she has at home. She's like 6 months, I think. So I know this little Winston doesn't really match because he's green, but I just wanted to add him in because I don't really have a whole lot of times that I need to mark being with a baby. And so I figured I might as well just use it now. So it doesn't, like, I don't think it stands out too bad, so whatever. And then the last thing I did that day was go to work. So that was kind of like a really crazy day. Once again, marking work with the same Plannahanna icon, and then with the same script. There we go. Could you do that? No, not at all. That's all right. Okay, Sunday, the last day of the week. So the first thing I did on Sunday was go shopping. So, oops. Gonna mark mark that with a little icon from the foil bundle, this little shopping cart. I actually like, so this day that we went shopping, because we were, it's honestly pretty a crazy story, but we were going, so this baby that we were hanging out with, this baby, my friend's baby, was having her baptism this day. So we needed to find, I needed tights to wear into my dress, and Josh needed a belt. So we had to go shopping the morning of, because we didn't realize this until like Saturday night. So we had to wake up super early, go shopping, and then we ended up showing up at the store too early. It wasn't even open, so we had to go to a different store, find some things, and then come back because we couldn't find everything at the other store we went to. It was a hot mess. So anyways, I'm just marking that fully as just shopping because we went to like, I think 3 different stores. So yeah, and this is kind of me marking it being in a rush because we were literally doing it the morning of, and we still had to go home and like get dressed and get ready. So that was me marking being in a rush, and that's the little running icon from the kit itself. And then this is to mark getting ready. So we finally got home and got ready and had to leave pretty much. Ate some food and had to go home. So yeah, I'm using that little icon from the foil bundle because I don't really get my hair done ever, so I figured I could just use that to mark getting ready. So then I wanted to mark, no, actually it needs to be this way. Going to the actual baptism itself, which I'm not Catholic, and it was a Catholic baptism, so it was a little bit strange to go to that church and kind of see how different it was from my like non-denominational church that I normally go to, but it was fine. So marking that with a Plannahanna church icon. And then we went over to my friend's house, so the baby's mom's house. We went over there. So I'm just marking that. We did have a drink there, not like we're getting drunk at a freaking baptism party, but we had a couple drinks, so I was marking that with those little wine glasses from a foil bundle that I used before. It was like the old format foil bundle from Scribble Prints Co. And then the Family Time script is from the bundle, or the foil kit that I used for this kit. I just marked it as Family Time. She's not really family, but we consider her family. So then I was just marking that we ended up having barbecue for dinner over at her house. This didn't really, I don't know, I couldn't find anything really to mark that we had catered barbecue food, but that seemed to work in my head. From Plannahanna. And then I just use the takeout script again because anytime I can use a script and not have to write something with my handwriting that I think is ugly, I will. And the last thing I wanted to mark was we ended up staying after everybody left. My friend's house, who is also my maid of honor, by the way. So we played the Switch with her and her now fiance after everybody left. So that is from a Plannahanna freebie, and so is the video game script, all from Plannahanna freebies. And that is my entire week. So let me just zoom you out so you can see how the whole kit ended up looking. I think it was super cute. It came out so nice. I think it's super Valentine's Day-y without being a basic Valentine's Day kit, which I'm sure I'll use a basic Valentine's Day kit in the future, but for what I had in my collection right now, I think it ended up turning out super cute. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you did. And then yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.